konusunda da bunu değerlendirebilecek ve söyleyebilecek. Bir tek şeyi çok atlamamamız gerekiyor. Sosyal medyada, yani sosyal medyada yaptıklarınız da insanlarla bir iletişim. Orada da insanlar var, insanlarla bir araya geliyorsunuz, insanlarla konuşuyorsunuz. Hatta onu konuştuk, daha doğrusu iletmeye çalıştım biraz. Kurumsal broşür gibi konuşmaya kalktığınız anda sosyal medyada da yoksunuz. Şirketlerin genel yaklaşım ve sorunuzun tam cevabını eminim çok daha iyi vereceklerdir ama ben küçük bir hatırlatma olarak sadece onu yapmak istedim. Sosyal medya da zaten insanla bir araya gelerek insanlarla yapılan bir şey ve yanlış hatırlamıyorsam MSN'in yaptığı bir araştırmaydı. İnternet ve sosyal medyayı kullanan insanların yaklaşık %45'i daha öncesine göre daha sosyal hale gelmişler. Yani sosyal medya doğru kullanıldığında aslında insanları, şirketleri ve her şeyi besleyen bir şey. Mike'ın verdiği az önceki örneği de düşünecek olursak hani işte hani dağcı birinden bir araya gelirsem, orada tanışırsam, gidersem hem çevremi genişletirim, oradan iş bağlantısına dönüşebilir gibi. Sadece onu hatırlatmak istedim, ona girmek istedim ama gerçek cevabı arkadaşlarım verecektir.
Thank you, Guy. Actually, I believe that it's completely the opposite of what you're proposing. My experience is that the social media is a big enabler, and I'll give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Guatemala. The day before, I decided to have a meeting with sales reps. So we just posted, you know, in Facebook a comment that I was going to be meeting at the Intercontinental Hotel with which whoever wanted to go to talk about Yambal. In less than 24 hours, we had over 800 people interested in the company coming to the meeting. That's how powerful it is, and it's not a killer app. It's actually something that's helping connect people, and if people share the same interest, they will just gather. So it's a big enabler, and I don't think any company will be so dumb to violate the relationship with the sales reps. We have to support them, we have to back them, and always pay the commissions, never bridge them. If a company would start selling directly to a customer without giving the proper incentive to the sales force, that company will be out of business. It's not the social media, it would be the company shooting to the foot by doing wrongful things. But if the company respects the sales force and works through the sales force, they're going to be the big enablers. And what Rick said, there's a huge opportunity to get information back. In the past, direct selling companies were broadcasting. We were printing material and sending it, but we had no way to get good feedback. I mean, we did get feedback from the sales force, but not from the end consumer. Today, with social media, it's just like this. You know, you immediately know if the product is performing, if people like it, if people don't like it, or if your service is poor. So actually, I think if the company is smart and it uses the technology in the proper way, it can really enhance and grow much faster and much more economical.
Yeah, I would add one other thing, which is that social media is very young still. And we should be wary not to assume that breadth of relationship, in other words, millions of friends or likes on Facebook, is the same as depth of relationship. That depth of relationship is unproven. So it's very easy to bribe customers and say, come and like my Facebook page and I'll give you money off. Is that a sustainable relationship? Is that the depth of relationship that direct selling can offer? I don't think so. So it's easy to think that everything about social media is the way forward, it's going to stay there forever. I think you have a proven relationship selling method which is viable in the long term, and therefore you need to find ways to make social media an enabler, not a replacement.
Yeah, it's not about collecting traffic and likes, and I have 500,000 likes, so I'm really super cool, and my Facebook brand page is the best. It's about providing functionalities and features to establish connections. So maybe a user is coming to my Facebook site and saying, how can I buy your products? Well, this user came via Facebook to us, and we can connect him to a distributor so that he can buy that this user then can buy the products in a geographical location that is suitable for this person. So this is how social media is going to support the direct selling business.
Also, a last comment. People will be connected as long as they have relevant information that they need or that will help them. And I'll give you an example. In our business in Spain, we don't have picking, packing, shipping facility. We do that all from South America. People put their orders on the phone or on the internet. Now, at the beginning, we had a huge struggle to get people connected with the company because they had no interest. But because the plane with the products land on certain days, and sometimes there could be a delay, we started messaging our sales force, letting them know that the plane had landed and the product was in Spain. And this was a critical issue because if we failed, we lost our customers. And they could know that once the product was in Spain, it would take 2 days to be delivered. Well, through SMS, we started hooking up with the sales force, and we just gave them a message on the internet. If you want to know when your order is going to get there, or you want to track your order, you can hook up, and we'll give you immediate information. Today, 100% of our sales force connects, and they do want to receive information. So we broadcast, the plane arrived, the products clear customs, they're being shipped, and we get feedback. If we're 1 hour late, people are sending a message to the company saying, what happened, my product is not arriving. And what they want is to know if they have to be home to be receiving the product. So we can use also the technology not only for socializing, but in order to enhance the business and to allow them to know what's going on and feel that they're controlling their business.
Just one other comment on social media and technology is try not to think of it as something that is always remote. Think about applications on a mobile phone. A good example is what Amazon has done. They create an app which enables you to go shopping, and when you see something in a store you like, you can take a photograph with it, with the Amazon app, and it will show you that product in Amazon. Okay? What Amazon are doing is they're enabling their app to go wherever the customer is going. So I would suggest for you guys in direct selling, why don't we have apps that can be used at the one-to-one event or at a party plan event? Apps don't have to be something remote that's done in a corner. Apps can be social. Apps are faster than using the web. Apps are, in many ways, for consumers, more attractive. They're a shortcut. I talked before about don't give me 101 places to look. Give me a few places to look, because at the end of the day, I've got other stuff to do. So I would ask you, when you think about building apps in your digital space, make them real simple. Make them do 1 or 2 things really well. Don't try and replicate your website. That's what your customers will thank you for.
Okay, I think we'll just summarize and maybe have a couple of minutes each to summarize and close up. Kai?
Okay, so as we already, all of us, mentioned and talked about it, I want to just give you a few points to remind them. Social media is about communication, about talking, about giving information, about getting feedback. So it's a two-way communication doing online, and you use technology for this. So don't be afraid of it. But let's plan how and why we should do it, and what kind of goals are we running after. So to use it in the best way we can. And don't forget, we have to be transparent and open to use social media, otherwise it doesn't work.
Thank you very much, Guy. Rick?
The key takeout I would ask you to think of is look for clues. Look for clues in your business. Look for clues in industries alongside you. Because for much of your consumers' lives, they are living other worlds. As parents, as shoppers, as travelers, that's the context of their lives, and I believe there's an opportunity for you to build out from beyond selling products to have a deeper relationship with customers. If you look in those other worlds and say, how can my brand, how can my business add value to the time that they are spending in their car or learning occasions with their children, how can my brand add value to that relationship? If you can do that, you will become you will have more share of those consumers' time, and that's where growth comes from.
Thank you, Rick. Mike?
Well, like I said in my presentation, we really need a proper and holistic digital strategy to embrace web, to embrace mobile and social media and put it into a holistic user journey. We need to think in user journeys because that's how people want to interact with us as companies. And I want to touch on one point that Rick said is when you think in apps, you need to make the apps not consisting and containing everything so that you've got one killer app that will do everything for you. You need to have apps according to the needs that people download them for. You have a recommender app that will tell you what are the products that are good for you based on the answers you give and provide the call to action to order. You might have another app for you as a distributor that allows you to conduct your business accordingly, and you might have even another app or a combined business center app that allows you to explain to the people how the compensation plan works and how they can put a business plan behind a sponsoring event of a new applicant. So all of this needs to be really built into a proper digital strategy. We need to accept the change, and we need the staff also to do all that.
Thank you, Mike. Well, I want to thank Gaye, Rick, and Mike for sharing all the knowledge and the time with us, and all of you for coming and being here and sharing your questions and insights. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. This was really fantastic panel. Now we have a coffee break. I would like to request that we are back in the room in about 15-20 minutes most. Thank you very much. Thank you. I knew this would be my favorite panel. Really.